Hey guys, Mike Tarallo here with Qlik. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Do More with Qlik Tips and Tricks Edition. In this episode, we're diving into the P element function in set analysis. If you're new to set analysis or need a quick refresher, be sure to check the resource links where this video is posted. I've included two helpful videos I created a while back. They're still relevant and break down the basics and expression structure. Now, in short, set analysis lets you customize the data your visualizations respond to, beyond just what's selected in filters. Let's get right into it with a simple sales example. Okay, let me navigate to the at a glance page, and I created this page purely just to demonstrate the P element function. Across the top, I have a couple of KPIs. These KPIs are just aggregating gross sales. These two right here are looking at gross sales, but are restricted to a field named type, where the value is arcade sticks or control pads, and that's using standard set analysis expression. Now these two here are using the P element function. When I'm presenting this, I want you to understand this is more than just who, what, where, and when. This is also going to talk about why and the action that can be taken from the discoveries. So why is the P element function important here? I'm using it here to look at all sales of customers who purchased arcade sticks, and here to see all sales of customers who purchased control pads. So that's including other things that they had purchased, not just the control pads. That's why these numbers are higher. Now, I'm also using the P element function to look at the number of customers that purchased arcade sticks. And if I take that information and divide it, you can see we're looking at about $200 per customer for customers that purchased arcade sticks. Now, if we look at control pad customers, we can see it's $129 per customer. Why is that important? Well, there's a customer acquisition cost. In this case, let's say it's the same. In other words, the marketing materials or whatever we had to spend or invest to get that customer to purchase. Here, we're making $170 per customer. So our investment in that marketing is paying off higher than it is within control pads, which is compared to $129 per customer. So therefore, I can take that information and translate it to, let's say, marketing allocation. Since arcade stick customers are generating more revenue per customer, you might want to allocate more marketing budget toward acquiring these customers if the acquisition cost is similar. In this case here, we just said they're $30. Okay, so that's an example of where this comes into play when utilizing these set analysis functions and why they're important. Okay, so we're going to stop right here. In the next video, I'm going to go into each of the KPIs and break it down and show you how it's done.